One. Alright, recording's back. Alright. Yeah. I think Chargers definitely look solid, for sure. Are they going to beat one of the high-flying teams like the Ravens or the Bills? I don't know. It's still week one. Who knows? It's still week one. They did not. Mahomes only got 2 sacks on him, and I think their offensive line looks better. I'll say that for the Chiefs, but we'll just have to see. Yeah, they were rushing against Joe Alt, and Joe Alt was just like, "What are you doing?" Yeah, the defense. Dude, I know. Troy McDuffie too is like he was getting roasted by, um, he's getting roasted by Quentin Johnston. Quentin Johnston is like, this guy. Quentin Johnston looks a lot better too. So I'll give him his flowers. You just saw my bed. You saw my bed with my pink blanket. My sheets are in the washer. All right. Next. Yeah. So, moral of the story is Chargers look good. Anyway. Yeah, Chiefs look like a mid-tier franchise now. All right. Next we have the Sunday slate. So, first game we have up here is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers beating the Falcons 23-20 at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. What was I saying, dude? I was just telling you, bro. Yeah, I drafted him in fantasy, man. Emeka Buka's looking nice. Didn't look like the moment was too big for him. Tampa Bay's got. So they got Mike Evans, Emeka Buka, and Chris Godwin as their top 3 options come, let's say, November. Who's stopping that offense? Like who's stopping them? Who has 3 cornerbacks that can actually handle that? And then you get Tristan. Then they're going to get Tristan Wirfs back later in the season. What's going on? Like what's happening? Like Tampa Bay might be the top 5 offense for sure. Yeah, dude. If this, oh sorry to interrupt. If this is the worst version of the Bucks, dude, I'm feeling very confident that they're going to win the South again. Hmm. Yeah, let's say I'm gassing up the Bucks, but I still think the Falcons are actually not bad. Like Bijan or Bijan or whatever how you pronounce his name. He looked, yeah, he looked good. He looked really good. Yeah, he might be the #1 rusher this year. Bijan. Yeah, Penix looked good too. I don't think the moment looked too big for Penix. I definitely think that he could probably use a little bit more. Let's say, yeah, he just needs a little bit more. I think he could probably use a little bit more quick passing. I think that their routes are they're just taking forever to drop these concepts, and Tampa Bay's just getting home. Vita Vea still looks like he's still he's still a monster, dude. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how they let up so many rushing yards, but or actually, I don't think they let up many rushing yards. I think Bijan had a lot of receiving. Yeah, Bijan looks nice. Outside of that, Mike Evans looked. I'm not gonna say it. He just it may have just not been part of the game plan, but Mike Evans doesn't. He looks like he's slowly losing the receiver 1 status there. I definitely think they're going to use him as the X, but I think Emeka Buka and Chris Godwin are definitely going to fill the production role a little bit more. It's like 32, I think. I think it's 32. Year 11. I don't think we can stop to him, to be frank. I think he's a unicorn. Yeah, yeah. It's older receivers, man. They're starting to age like fine wine. I think older skill players, just in general, are starting to age better. Like they're starting to like they're better later in their career. Yeah. That's all I got for that. That's all I got for that game. I still think Baker Mayfield's just a great. I mean, he was a great pickup. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. definitely playing up to the #1 overall pick status that everyone seemed to think he didn't deserve. And look at that, he's back. All right, next we have the Cincinnati Bengals traveling to the Cleveland Browns and winning 17-16. What a dud! What a dud of a game, man. Yeah, what a dud. Who actually wanted to win the game? Yeah, Cleveland just. Yeah, that's hard to judge because is the Cleveland offense just that bad or is Cincinnati's defense that good? I'm thinking that it might be Cleveland's offense is bad. Let's just say that. They're biding time, bro. They're just biding time at this point. They know they messed up on the Deshaun Watson trade, so they're trying to just bide times so that way they can try and get his contract off the books, and then that might be competitive again. We'll have to see. Oh, dude, they would cut him right now if there wasn't any contractual obligations or anything like that. They would have traded him too, but they gave him a no trade clause. So it's like, oh, well here you go. Like that's pretty much it. Why would you? Yeah. Yeah, that mess. That mess. Yeah, that's wild. I think Baker Mayfield didn't want to be there either. I don't think anybody wants to be in Cleveland, to be frank. Except Josh Allen apparently, and then you see that article that just resurfaced? Oh, I think it could change Cleveland's trajectory. Who would have guessed? Yeah. Yeah, really? Are you sure about that? Yeah, Battle of Ohio was, I mean, exactly expected. Just completely low scoring. No real fight or spunk or any real memorable moments from this game. Yeah, that's probably the most memorable things the Bengals actually did. Bengals actually didn't just give one away to a bad team at the start of the year. Speaking of bad teams, the Miami Dolphins getting absolutely shellacked by the Indianapolis Colts, 33-8. What happened? What happened, man? Yeah. Yeah, they didn't punt. That's all you need to know about that game. They didn't punt at all. Oh, dude, I think he might get fired mid-season. He might be the first coach fired. They look terrible. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Miami looked terrible. Yeah, he turned into Tua, turned the ball over, dude. Dude, the Miami defense also just looked terrible too. Like nobody looked like they had any fight to give. Yeah, literally what defense? He had a bunch of traffic cones up there.
Their corners were horrible. I mean, they got Nick Fitzpatrick. They got rid of Jalen Ramsey. I mean, they basically lost players. That's all they did.
Yeah, and they got Jack Jones, a vet, and it's like, okay, man.
I think Tyreek Hill is going to get
Oh, some people are saying the Chiefs because the Chiefs have a huge needed receiver. I don't know. I mean, that's not. I don't really particularly think that's his call, but we'll have to see. Yeah, just Miami is just their whole team's their offensive line looked bad. Like their defensive line, we could barely get any pressure on the Colts' offensive line. It was putrid football. Honestly, the putrid. Like it was yeah, they look awful. Meanwhile, the Colts, Danny Dimes, the reclamation project for Danny Dimes, man. This might be an ongoing thing with him, man. He might be this year's Sam Darnold. He.
He's very talented. Like he's very like gifted. I just don't think he'll fall, bro.
Anthony Richardson looked. Where was this team? Who is this team? Like this team was here the whole time. Like they barely got any new free agents. I mean, they got Tyler Warren, and they got a few other free agents, and it's like this team looks totally different. Yeah, so you just let it spin. Yeah, there you go. You just let her rip. Yeah, yeah, the defense looked good for the Colts too. It's like
They have a
I
good
don't know.
roster. They just never have they just never lost. They just haven't had good quarterbacks in the left.
Yeah. Well, they haven't had competent quarterback play since Luck.
Well, they had that one year with Rivers, but that was about it.
Yeah, but Rivers was already, ended the road. Yeah, he's already. Yes. I think Indianapolis could probably surprise some people this year with their place in the division. I don't know if it doesn't seem like it's completely up to just the Texans and everyone else. It seems like the South is actually going to be competitive between those three teams, except for the Titans. But we'll talk about them in a little bit.
Well, let's get my two division.
I can't believe how bad they look, dude. Their offense looked bad. Their defense looked terrible. It's like their special teams. They were just letting up gash plays on special teams. Just yeah, it looks like it looks like a lost locker room. That's what it looks like. It looks like a bunch of people that just went there to collect a check and then nothing else. All right, let's not talk about them. I'm tired of talking about the Dolphins right now. Yeah. Yeah, let's go to just another world beater in the Carolina Panthers losing to the Jaguars at the Jaguars place, 26-10. Huge weather delay. Um, I got to push this game. This game was long. This was a long one. We had the Panthers. Panthers down like I don't know. I feel like the Panthers were they had like a 10-point handicap, 14-point handicap at the start of this game, and it just never let up. Uh, I know, man. I was talking to a few of my coworkers, and that was the consensus. Was like, oh, sleeper team might be the Panthers. It's like, yeah, I'm with it. Like they played well at the second half of the season, but we'll have to see if they can repeat it. And yeah, it's looking like it wasn't. Looking like it wasn't a thing. Oh, I think that hype probably was misplaced because it seemed like they were just beating a lot of teams that are already eliminated, and it's like, oh, we're getting all these wins against these teams, and it's like, I don't think these teams really care. Yeah, that trade up, that's good. People talk about like the Russ trade being the worst trade. Trading up for Bryce Young might have been the worst. It might have been worse. I mean, even then, it's like you gave up all these assets, and it's like, for what? Like for what? Just to suck more. I would argue that that's worse. I mean, also the Bears had no control over Caleb Williams. They had no control over the Panthers sucking that bad to give them the first overall pick. So I don't know if that's completely accurate. Maybe a different team would have taken a different quarterback, other than the Bears. But yeah, I'll start on that later. But we'll talk about this game more. So debut of the second overall pick, Travis Hunter. Played all right. It was all right. It was an okay debut. Made some plays on defense. Yeah, I think everybody's been talking about Travis Hunter playing for them. Oh, you need to play both sides of the ball. It's like, no, this is what you do. If you need more offense that week, you play Travis Hunter on the offensive side. If you need more defense for a particular week, you play him on defense. You mix and match, and you don't be like, oh, hey Travis, you're gonna play 10. You're gonna play all the reps, or we're gonna limit your reps. We're gonna limit your reps on defense to 4 reps. It's like, I know, that's what I'm saying. Like they should deploy him on depending on what side of the ball needs it more. Like if the defense needs it more, then I'll play defense. And offense needs it, I'll play offense. But I don't know. I don't really like how they deployed him that first game. That was it didn't feel like they were even using him really.
If Travis Hunter was like, if Sean Payton had Travis Hunter, or Jim Harbaugh had Travis Hunter, or hell, even Carroll had Travis Hunter, I feel like he would be a lot more.
But
Well, it's first one, so we'll see. But I just feel like their defense goes like what you know.
yeah, well, Liam Cohen's a good coach. I'm not poo-pooing Liam Cohen. The play concepts in Tampa Bay are absolutely crazy. And like the offense they were running in Tampa Bay was nuts. But like I said, I think if there was a head coach like that, like a Sean Payton or a Jim Harbaugh had a Travis Hunter, I think that they would do what I said, and they'd be like, all right, Travis, we need you more on offense this week. all right, we need you on defense this week. Like we'll play more on which side, which depending on the matchup. Yeah, Jags run game still looks okay. Doesn't look like it's, like I said, no world beaters out of the run game, which is kind of strange because ETN was, ETN was like, oh yeah, okay, oh here we go, okay. Oh wow, okay, Trevor played against his brother. How about that? Oh, I did not know Travis Etienne 143 yards. Okay. To be fair, I stopped watching this game after the weather delay because I was like, all right, I'm not. The Broncos came on. I'm like, all right, I'm out. I'm out. Cool. Yeah. Yeah, you. I'm not completely out on the. Hold on, let me get some water. Got that part up. I'm not completely out on the Jaguars as a team. I need to see more. I need to see more. I don't. Like I said, I think it's going to be a 3-team race for that division with the Texans, the Colts, and the Jags. I think probably Colts beat Jags, Texans get beat. Texans beat Jaguars, Jaguars beat Jaguars beat. No, how does that even work? I think Jags are gonna split with both these teams. That's what I'm thinking. That's what it looks. That's what it looks like to me. And the Carolina Panthers just, oh my god, just get rid of everybody. Just get them all. Get them all out. Get them all out. Get them all out. Keep Ted McMillan. Keep Derek Brown. Keep Chuba Hubbard. They should have been on the Aaron Rodgers sweepstakes for sure. That's a little while they didn't even call him. I would have called him. Hey, Bryce, you want to know what it's like to be a castaway or get benched? Yeah, here you go. This guy rode the bench for 3 years before he actually was good. We will get to Rodgers next. We'll move down the list a little bit more. Our next game, we have the Las Vegas Raiders traveling to the New England Patriots and winning 20-13. Pete Carroll revenge game. Well, if you want to know who did look good is Geno Smith. Wow. Yeah, I mean, just absolute daggers late in the game. That was an absolute I forget what his name is. Tucker? I forget what his first name is. Absolute dots. Brock Bowers, again, just best tight end in the league. Jacoby Myers, looking competent as always. Another revenge game. Oh, it's Trey Tucker, that was his name. Yeah, I hate to say it, man, the Raiders might have a squad too. Because they're...
they're interesting. They're going to be interesting, but again, they play the Patriots, which are kind of, they're okay. I just don't know a lot of the Patriots now. They look kind of like...
They're on that as... Oh, sorry.
They look like they did not want to use Drake May that much. They were like scared to use them, so they didn't use them.
Can you move the mic? You look like Family Opera right now, dude. Or just move your chair over. No, other way. Let's say other way. There you go. Yeah, cut that part out. The Patriots just look like they look like they're ascending, but like out of they're like moving down from the third pick of the draft to like 15, 14. It's progress. I'll say that. It's progress. Whereas Raiders look like they're contending for like a playoff spot for sure. Yeah, I know. People were talking about that revenge game, but like Pete Carroll coached the Patriots. Like he was that first Super Bowl run. They got killed. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, GNT. Let's see. What were GNT stats? Yeah, he had 19 attempts for 38 rushing. Oh my gosh, that's abysmal. Two yards per rush is not a good sign, bro.
Yeah, they were feeding him up.
I mean, I don't think Patriots are that bad, man. I really don't. I think both these teams actually might be pretty good.
Yeah,
I
this was an interesting game. Very
yeah, I don't think Drake.
I feel like game too.
Well, and Drake May needs to start. Yeah, exactly. Rain really bogged down Drake May's passing ability. But Drake, I'm not gonna lie, man. Drake May doesn't look bad. He doesn't look bad. He looks like he actually looks like he can play, which is yeah, that's all you could really hope for if you're the Patriots. Okay, next. Okay, I don't even think we really need to talk about this game. Cardinals traveling to the Arizona Cardinals traveling to the New Orleans Saints.
Not really a lot, but I think the Saints are very good.
Yeah.
Derek Carr level.
Well, if you okay, so let me just let me just tell you the last 5 plays of this game. Then this will just tell you exactly what to expect. No huddle. Spencer Rattler spiked the ball to stop the clock. Shotgun. Spencer Rattler passed incomplete deep right to Jawan Johnson. Shotgun. Spencer Rattler passed incomplete deep left to Jawan Johnson. Buda Baker covering. Shotgun. Spencer Rattler passed incomplete deep left to Chris Olave. Pretty much all you need to do. Incomplete. Incomplete.
The Saints don't do.
Inaccurate football throwing is not very fun to watch. It's just not. I wouldn't be so.
I expected more from the Cardinals, dude.
I think that they probably are going to be. They feel like they're like the 2014, 2015 Rams. I feel like they're gonna play the bad teams really close and lose to a few of the bad teams, and then they're gonna play the big teams. Like they're gonna get blown out by the big teams. I'm thinking. I think they get boat raced by the Niners.
Well, I mean, there's 7 till next season.
Yeah, they're hitting the sim on next. Yeah, they're hitting until next season too. I agree with that.
There's a reason. What's his name?
Tyler Shuck? Oh yeah, Tyron's like, yeah, I'm done. I'm not gonna sacrifice my body for another year of this crap. I'm done. Kyler Murray needs to figure out whether or not he wants to be a high scoring quarterback or he wants to win games. Which one is it? Are we going to try to air the ball out every down? Or are we going to try and rush the ball? What are we trying to do here? Yeah, well, that's like his only weapon though. And Trey McBride. That's like okay, one good wide receiver and one good tight end doesn't equal a competent offense. I guess the Chiefs did, but they also had a quarterback that was throwing from the pocket and was, playing up to his strengths. It's just, it is, I don't know. I don't know about the Cardinals. It's smoother. Kyler Murray, like, I don't know. Their offense just feels like it's going to be a very quick passing, short game instead of the long ball that Marvin Harrison probably would be more accustomed to. It's because he had 163 passing yards. It's like, and he went 29. He went 20 over 29, 163 passing yards. It's like they're just gonna be content to just running the ball, giving it to their big playmakers, and then that's it. Because like there's literally nobody else on this depth chart. Like Marvin Harris got 6 targets, Trey McBride got 9 targets, and then everybody else didn't beat 4. It's like that's how this team's gonna be. If you stop Marvin Harris and you stop Trey McBride. You stop the rushing attack, you win. Man, Cardinals just don't. Like I said, Cardinals just feel like there's just nothing. I don't know, man. There's just no standout team out of Arizona for a long time now. I don't know. I don't believe that either. I don't know. It's just a nothing game. It's just one of those filler games. All right, next we have the Cardinals and Arizona and New Orleans Saints fans. I know we don't have any fans right now, but if we do in the future, I'll let you know. I actually do the same. Okay, I will talk about this game a little bit too. All-time worst uniforms. The Saints. What were they thinking with those unis, man? Those unis look horrific. The all gold. It's like, oh my god, that looks so bad. It looks so. Oh, it looks so bad. Whoever is designing the uniforms for the Saints, they need to fire immediately. They look horrible. All right. Anyway, let's not talk about that game, and let's go to a little more exciting game. The Pittsburgh Steelers traveling to the New York Jets and winning 34-32 off a last-second Chris Boswell field goal. Wow, what a game! What a game! That was actually crazy how entertaining that game was. Start to finish, like defense made plays, offense made plays.
Roger looked good.
Yeah, he did.
Love it. Quick look at your Roger.
He looked like he was playing with nothing to lose. Like he's like, all right, I know this is my last year. I'm just gonna absolutely just give it everything I got. And what do you know?
I told you, I told this in your call. I was like, oh, the Packers are going to life. He's a Packer. He wins the Super Bowl, plays for a lot of years, and they draft a replacement 3 years out. He leaves, goes to the Jets, sucks. Goes to another pretty smart franchise, balls out. Goes, I'm a Brett Favre. Now it's happening with Rodgers.
Yep. Be interesting to see what breaks. It'd be interesting to see if Rodgers wins the championship off of that, or Jordan Love win a championship off of that. Because there's a few football astrology signs going for either way in that regard.
I'll play for Jordan Love wins Super Bowl. It happens to end the draft the quarterback. He goes to the Jets.
Yeah, it would be crazy. Yeah, low key though, Jets don't look terrible. They actually don't look like they're going to be completely bad. I don't think they're going to be great. I don't think they're going to be great. I think that they're just not going to be bad.
I was just kind of surprised how much points the defense put up.
Yeah, man. I think Fields is actually starting to develop. It's really starting to look like Fields actually he's developing more of the passer, and they're just not. Well, and also you could just tell that the Jets are just like, all right, we're just going to run the football. We're not going to try and pass it. He only attempted 22 passes this whole game, Justin Fields.
They
But
don't have an identity.
he went for 218. No, I think they do have an identity. It's just all right, Brees Hall. We're just going to give you 20 carries a game. We're going to ride you. We need you to carry the load for us. And that's just, well, I mean, you can just tell by the rushing stats. Like Braylon Allen had 6 rushes, Isaiah Davis had 2 rushes. The Steelers on the other hand are just like, all right, Rodgers, you can just throw it a million times, please. They only gave 11 carries to Jalen Warren. Caleb Johnson had 1 fumble. What are you doing? DK ran 33 routes, had 7 targets for 83 yards. Yeah, not bad. This is gonna be a Rodgers offense. He's gonna spread the ball around for sure.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, Garrett Wilson had 9 targets for 95 yards and a touchdown. Crazy play for Jalen Ramsey at the very end of the game to knock the ball out and essentially win the game. That was a game winning play. Like this is why you trade for Jalen Ramsey. Because it's like this is why you trade for Jalen Ramsey. Like he's making game changing plays just on the regular. And then you got Chris Boswell still just doing Boswell things. That's great. He's gonna be an all timer for sure.
Let's see if the Steelers can keep it up, and let's see if the Jets can make at least just any noise in that division.
Well, especially with the Patriots, I think it's gonna be it's probably gonna be a race for second in that division between them and the Patriots. And whether or not that equals a playoff spot, I'm a little dubious about that because I think like I said, I think the West is just crazy stacked. Like the AFC West is insanely stacked. All right, next we got the New York Giants traveling to the Washington Commanders and losing 21-6. Not surprised at all. Russ still looks horrible. He does not look like a competent quarterback anymore, man.
Why is he starting?
He had a 45% completion rate this game.
Why is he starting? Like, what is Daboll doing? Just put Jackson Dart in.
Yeah. I love how they are discussing that after one game. It's like, dude, you can't throw for 45%. You cannot throw 45% in the NFL and expect to stick around. It's just not possible.
If you're discussing it, it's time.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly right. You're discussing it. It's time.
And honestly, it's probably better if Russell Wilson is stopped too, because he's kind of tarnishing the legs.
Yeah, he's just collecting checks at this point.
Not even collecting checks, dude. Like he just like everything he did in Seattle, it's still like going for oversight.
Yeah. It just feels like these teams are just in 2 different directions, man. It's like the Giants, like they keep stacking up talent and they don't know what to do with it. Whereas
It's not the league gamers. It's not like gamers. He was just having a fit on the sideline.
yeah, because it's like Well, yeah, he got 12 targets for 5 receptions. It's like because Russ just cannot deliver the football to him. You just can't throw. You just can't throw.
Yeah, dude, he just. Table week 3. If Russ sucks for game, I think.
Yeah, it's like, and then then you have Jay Daniels on the other side. And it's like he didn't even need to have to do much. It was he had 30 attempts for 233 at a touchdown. Like he made some great throws during the game, but it's just like I know it's so yeah that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like the Giants keep stacking up talent, and the Commanders are actually just using their talent because it's like they got rid of Brian Robinson Jr. and got this Ja'Cory Cross-Kid Merritt guy, and he had 10 attempts for 82 yards and a touchdown, and he looked great. Like I mean he looked fantastic. It's like the Giants just are not the sum of their parts, whereas I feel like the Commanders are more than the sum of their parts.
Yeah, well, like you were just saying, like it just looked like the Commanders were just it felt like a sophomore game. They didn't really look like they needed it.
Yeah, everybody hyping up Cam Scattaboo at 2 attempts for -3 yards. Devin Singletary 3 for 9 yards. Tyrone Tracy 10 attempts for 24 yards. It's like your leading rusher is Russell Wilson. I'm sorry, maybe it's Russ. Like it might be Russ. It might be his fault. Yeah, put Dart on. Dart clearly looked like he was ready during the preseason. He looked like he was ready.
Also, for Dable, like, dude, you can't keep him in. If he's the reason you get fucked, dude, with week 8, Russ is still in, like, dude, what are you doing? Like, at some point, his job is different.
For sure. Alright, next we have the San Francisco 49ers traveling to the Seattle Seahawks and winning 17-13.
Why the heck did Keith Lasky up Purdy?
This is I tend to agree with you on that. This game was a total fluke. I mean, he played well. Like it's true that he played well, but yeah, the game-winning touchdown was such a fluke. I'm sorry. He threw it into triple coverage, and the tight end literally just sea of hands it, just grabbed it. It's like I don't know if that's going to be consistent. George Kittle. Oh, sorry.
If Seattle didn't fumble it at the end, I mean, I feel like
Oh yeah.
we never have this conversation.
Yeah. Okay. So highlights of some of the Niners. I would say that their defense is all the way back. Robert Saleh has the defense just flying around again. It's just not.
They got a lot of credit this game, though.
Yeah. Well, and the trenches for the Niners just look like it just looks like the defense is back to that 2023-2022 run. Right, not 2023. What was Saleh with it? Yeah, Saleh was with the 2021 Niners. That was when they had a really good defense. Yeah, exactly. It looks like he snapped right back into place. It looks like nothing even happened.
Ricky Pearsall looks like he's gonna be a dog.
Yeah, Ricky Pearsall. Yeah, 7 targets for 4 receptions, 108 yards. Yeah, definitely.
That's why they got rid of Deebo.
Yeah. Debo's always going to be too expensive, and he just kept getting injured. So I think that they were just. I think they drafted Ricky Pearsall because he's very durable. Even after he got shot, he came back. Like he's very durable, and I think that's why they probably were looking to draft him that year. McCaffrey, dude, I don't know, man. I think we're starting to get to the Madden phase where like he's not X Factor anymore. He's trying to look like a superstar. Then he's going to go down to the star. 22 attempts for 69 rushing yards is not great. Not great. Yeah, he caught the ball for 10. He had 10 targets for 9 receptions and 73 yards. It's like, yeah, obviously they're going to use McCaffrey. Dude, it's Christian McCaffrey. Like, obviously he's going to be all around the field. But I know. Can you imagine if he actually went to a quality franchise? Yeah. And okay, on the other side of football, Sam Darnold. Wow, who would have guessed that if you take Sam Darnold out of Kevin O'Connell's hands that he would look like Sam Darnold again? Or you took him out of Kyle Shanahan's hands, he looks like Sam Darnold. It's 16 for 23, 150 yards. Not inspiring.
We'll see what happens in this first game, but he definitely
Not. Not inspiring. Not inspiring. That's if the Vikings would have beat the Niners like this, Seattle's definitely not beating them like this. This feels like the Niners probably going to run the table with them. Obviously, Seattle's defense looked good. They picked off Purdy twice, but actually, I mean, I don't know. Did they really play that great? Like he went 26 for 35. Like he was just letting up a bunch of yards. So
It always feels like with Seattle, like if Zach Charbonnet has a good game, offense that bad, but if Kenneth Walker has a good game, Zach Charbonnet.
oh yeah, well, let's talk about those two backs. Zach Charbonnet had 12 rushes for 47 yards and a touchdown, and then Kenneth Walker went 10 for 20. What the hell happened to him? Like he used to be like 163 yards, 169 yards, like you see like 70-yard rushes.
I still think the head coach knows which running back to use. I just think he's indecisive. That's usually like a Charbonnet, Kenneth Walker.
Yeah.
Doesn't have a better game. Like he have people touches. I mean, all people touches. But
I don't know. He needs Seattle needs to find they need to find their offense for sure. It's just it didn't look great.
looks like Jackson said that was like their weapon.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think they should have kept DK. I think that was what that was a big bugaboo. Oh yeah, I agree. I agree. I think he probably was looking for other options. Yeah, great. End of day slate for Sunday. We next we have the Lions traveling to the Green Bay Packers and losing 13-27.
So we all know the Lions got rid of their and Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson was not doing a good job. So instead of getting all the coordinators, they decided, hey, let's hire
Sorry, who? Sorry, you might cut out there.
the Lions. The Lions. So they got rid of the coordinators and the left one to greener pastures, the head coaches. But they decided to hire in-house instead of like coordinators that are just available in the league. And you saw that.
Yeah.
You saw that this game.
Mm-hmm.
Because they did not look like the same team.
Oh, 100%. They don't look great. Jared Goff went 31 for 30 or for 39 for 225. But if you're so you're throwing a ball 40 times and you're only averaging 225 yards. You're throwing the ball like 5 yards. Yeah, that's 5 yards per play. 5 yards per attempt is not good.
And Goff didn't play bad. I mean,
For context,
he had
anything.
one
Oh,
pick,
sorry.
but he had that one pick, obviously, but they don't feel as creative or explosive.
Well, no, because their rushing attack is abysmal. David Montgomery went 11 for 25. Jahmyr Gibbs went 9 for 19 on rushing. It's like, okay, 19 rushing yards, dude. Really? Like, what happened to Sonic and Knuckles, dude? Like, what's going on? It's just you can't do that. Like, that's not gonna win you football games.
They got LeBron that. The Packers looked really good. And I think they really have really too much to like to the very end. We got that sack, but you can tell like he opened up the defense for the Packers. Well, everybody was focused on Mike and like somebody else failed.
Yeah, dude, I think maybe outside of like the Ravens or a few of those good rushing teams, dude, I think we're gonna start seeing the resurgence of passing again. Because we had on the flip side of the football, we had Jordan Love he only attempted 22 passes and he had 188 yards, 2 touchdowns. Like he was like, no, he looked good. He looked great. Honestly, he looked fantastic. It looks like he looks like he's finally gelling with his receivers a little bit more. Marcus Golden is probably he was a slam dunk of a pick. I think he was making plays all over the field, and he was just drawing. It wasn't more so that it was a production. It was more so that he was just drawing. He was just drawing targets away from other. Like, he only had 2 catches, but if you watch the tape, it's like he's just literally just creating canyons for all the other receivers. He's creating canyons, and also like the Packers had really short fields. Like they had short fields the entire game, so it's like the passing stats aren't really indicative of their team. Yeah. So let's see. Let's go to the defense. Let's see. Yeah, Micah Parsons didn't have that many plays. It was yeah, like look at this passing look at this passing chart for the Lions. Like nothing over 20, nothing over 20. Like yeah, literally they had one. I know it was a bunch of this behind the line of scrimmage, and then whereas you see like the Packers is like okay, their entire scheme is like oh yeah here 20-yard depth, 40-yard depth completed pass. It's like throw the football. Yeah, yeah. I well, this just tells me that there's a certain fear amongst coordinators to throw the ball 10 yards down the field, and if they think that playing it like Tom Brady and just doing the paper cut method, where it's like, all right, we're gonna do 5 yards, 5 yards, 5 yards, 5 yards. It's like doesn't really suit the defense that much. I think the 15-yard dig routes are 15-yard routes are usually like the sweet spot for like to actually move the ball down the field really quickly, because then it sets up the explosive plays. Whereas like, and if you don't, and obviously like if you can't run the football, you're not throwing it. Like, if you can't run it, you can't throw it. Like it just that's just a truism. And that was the problem with the Lions this year, or the problem with the Lions this game. And then Micah Parsons is like he had 28 snaps and had a sack, a forced fumble, like or not forced fumble. He had a tackle for a loss, but yeah, like come on, he had 28 snaps and he's already changing the game. It's like come on, what are we doing? Like what are we doing? The Packers feel like they're a team that's only going to get better, and the Lions feel like they're stuck. The Lions feel stuck. I think. We'll get to the Vikings in a second. But first, let's see. We're gonna finish up the weekend slate with the end of day slate with the Texans and the Rams. We'll do them after. We have the Houston Texans lost to the Los Angeles Rams 9-14. This is a weird game. I'm not gonna lie, this is a really weird game. Stroud was driving, but he would get sacked, and it would just take him out of field goal range, or it would just put him back in the field goal range, and they would just settle for field goals. And the clock was, the clock was always running this game. Like, I'd say it was more of like frustration, because it's like the offense just couldn't get going at all. The Texans just like outside of Nico Collins, it's like they just have a bunch of guys at receiver. Like they really just don't have that much talent at the receiving spot. No, he's not back. Dude, he ruptured his entire. He pretty much ripped off his entire leg. Yeah, well, they have Jaden Higgins. He's one of the new rookies. I don't know, man. It's not looking phenomenal for them. Whereas on the flip side, the Rams, Rams defense looks good. Rams receivers also look fantastic as well. Puka Nacua and swapping out Cooper Kupp for Davante Adams is going to end up probably being one of the best decisions they made. Because wow. He's still got juice. He didn't have that many plays. He didn't really have that many stats. Yeah, and also that's probably why too. Is like I think Sean McVay was probably looking for a little more juice for that particular role for Cooper Kupp, and he couldn't find it with him. So he's like, all right, we'll go get Davante. And it's looking like that's gonna pay off for him. Yeah, he's good. Yeah, whereas so he had Puka Nacua go off for off of 11 targets. You got 10 receptions for 130 yards. every single other person on the Texans. Okay, so Jaden Higgins led the Texans with 32 receiving yards. Nico Collins had 25 yards, 5 targets.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Texas offense is sluggish. They don't have Zach Austin as one of them. No, who am I thinking of? No.
Joe Mixon.
Yeah, Joe Mixon.
Yeah, yeah, Joe.
The other guy's the big.
They're hurting hard without Joe Mixon. Yeah, I'll tell you what, the Texans just their offense does not look dynamic at all, which is just crazy because like you expect Stroud to be the kind of guy that would lead dynamic offense, and it's just not.
And I think that's why they're so sluggish because I think the defense figured out that Nico or I'm like, okay, Nico plus Stroud.
Yeah, and it's just I don't know. It just looks their offense, their concepts just look all out of whack. They looked out of sorts, and obviously the Rams defense is credited with that because the Rams defense looks legit, dude. Jared Allen's a beast.
And it starts looking like it's the NFC West might be the Rams being
Yeah, it's definitely. I think it's gonna be between them and the Niners. Again, that's just how this division is just shaped up. And the Cardinals just are distant fourth, and then Seattle. I think Seattle's still gonna contend. I need to see more of Sam Darnold because it's looking like the Raiders might actually got the better side of the deal on that one because Gino looked. I mean, he looked good. He was dealing. All right, next we have the Denver Broncos hosting the Tennessee Titans and winning 12-20. Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked if, unless you were a Broncos or a Titans fan, this game was really hard to watch. This is a really boring game.
not if you're not the Broncos defense, dude. They were all over the place.
Yeah, of course.
Sports flying everywhere.
Yeah, of course. I wasn't poo-pooing my Broncos, man. It was a good win.
Your offense kind of very slow start,
Okay, so a few key takeaways from this game. I think the Titans' defense is a lot better than people are giving them credit for. I still think their trenches are great. The secondary is okay. I think the secondary is experienced. I don't think they're like up there, but yeah, I want to talk about Cam Ward a little bit because for playing the number one defense at their place. A lot of the throws that he made was not his fault that they didn't get completed. Dude, he had Calvin Ridley just drop 3 balls. There were so many drops. There were so many drops this game from receivers that it's like, dude, I feel for Cam Ward so much right now. It's like, dude, these are wide open footballs. And he's put them right on their hands. They're just dropping it. It's like, oh my gosh. So needless to say, this game should have been a lot more competitive. As a Broncos fan, I think Denver probably should have lost because the offense played like crap the whole game.
Nick's played bad, bro. Nick's had a bad game. Wait, 40 attempts, 2 attempts, only 25.
Yeah, only 25 complete.
He had a bad game.
I think he had a bad first half. I'll preface it by saying he had a bad first half. Second half he looked a lot better, but
The whole amount of that game shifted when you guys scored a point and a half.
yeah, when Cortland Sutton scored that touchdown, I was like, all right, we're rolling. This is gonna be a lock. But Denver was 10-point favorites at one point. I was like, oh, I don't know about that one. 10-point favorites like that. Denver's not a 10-point favorite type of team. We don't blow teams out. Denver's like, we're going to win by a field goal or we're going to win by a touchdown. That's it. That's the only way Denver wins. Yes. I was gonna get to the rushing attack for the Denver Broncos because, wow. That part of it actually looks rather stellar. So R.J. Harvey had 6 attempts for 70 yards. He had one really solid rush where he literally, he looked like Alvin Kamara. He looked just slow up to the line, and then takes the edge to the left, and then just goes. It's beautiful. I was like, Mark Ingram. Yeah, Dobbins looks like the Mark Ingram to R.J. Harvey to Alvin Kamara, and I'm all for it. I think that they need to. Yeah, Bo Nix should not have 40 passing attempts. He should. They need to trim that down to at least like 27, maybe 28. Run the football a lot more. Trust in RJ Harvey a little bit more because he's dynamic. I mean, I was not expecting him to be as dynamic as he is. Yeah. Good to know the Broncos. Okay, so the Broncos defense. I still want to talk about the Broncos defense too. They're still the class of the NFC, or the AFC. It's still the class of the NFL rather. Yeah.
What was Arizona thinking when Dak out?
I'm so happy. Yeah, and I think.
Like JJ Watt out there, dude. He looks like JJ.
Yeah. I was a little trepidatious about the Broncos getting rid of Baron Browning, but Nick Bonito is just, I mean, they made a good decision with Nick Bonito because, wow, he's all over the place. He's all over the field. And same thing with the secondary, Jada Barron. Briley Moss played well. They got a rotation at cornerback behind Pat Surtain that's like, they could play. This defense looks good. And, I mean, Dre Greenlaw didn't play at all, but even the linebacking talent looks... Denver looks... They got a squad. The offense didn't play great, but I still like what I saw out of Denver. And I still like what I saw of Cam Ward. Like, he didn't look... He looked like he was frustrated because his receivers kept dropping footballs. Yeah, well, and even then, he still looked rather composed until his receivers started to just drop every football in sight. Because it's like... He's fried. He's fried. He's done. Yeah, they have no weapons. I was literally saying that during the game. I was like, if Cam Ward had weapons, this would be a game. But Cam Ward has no weapons, so it was not a game. Yeah, Tennessee. If you wanted a safe bet for the rest of the year, Tennessee team total is a lock, dude. Their offense does not look very good because they just have they have no weapons. It's like it's hard to run an offense when you have guys that can keep dropping the football. So, yeah. Anyway, happy the Broncos won. I wish it was a little bit more of a reassuring win, but a win's a win. All right, next we have the Sunday Night Football game of this week. The Baltimore Ravens and the Buffalo Bills. Ravens lost 40-41. Yeah. This game looked well in hand for the Ravens for a very, very long time. Looked well in hand. Like Derek, let's just roll the stats of this, shall we? Because first of all, I just want to say this is a great game. Phenomenal football game. Like, phenomenal. Like this is what you want to see out of a Sunday Night Football game. Yeah. That's Lamar Jackson played great. 14 for 19, 209 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Obviously, this is the real kicker. Josh Allen, 33 completions for 46 attempts, 394 yards, 2 tutties. He's just a walking stat machine. He's a so rushing for the Ravens was on point as well. Derrick Henry went for 18. He had 18 attempts for 169 yards and 2 rushing touchdowns. He was averaging 9.4 yards per rush, which is good almost for a first down every rush. He was phenomenal. He was outstanding. Except, then Lamar in the fourth quarter he had like a 25-yard rush. He went 6 for 70 and a touchdown on the rushing attack. James Cook didn't particularly have a great game. He went 13 for 44 for a touchdown. Josh Allen had 2 rushing TDs. Like, what else do you need to know? I'd say Bills again they're going to be the big passing team, and Ravens are just going to continue to pound the rock.
Jair Alexander was horrible. He played horrible.
No, he had. Oh, I don't want to say that. He did it that. I don't know. I'm undecided with Jair. I'm undecided. I'm not gonna go to stats right now. Zay Flowers had a huge game too. He had 7 catches for 143 yards and a touchdown. Yeah, TV's just. I mean, they had canyons. He had absolute canyons open. Like they were just scheming him wide open. DeAndre Hopkins had only 2 catches on 11 routes run, but the 1 catch that he had for the touchdown was sick. That was like It was absolute vintage DeAndre Hopkins, just literally just grabbing the football like by the pressure points and just not even didn't even touch his palm. He literally just snagged it. It was amazing. Amazing plays all around. Keon Coleman had 8 catches for 112 yards and a touchdown. Touchdown was scored off of a deflected pass. So Buffalo got pretty lucky in this game too. So I mean, you're saying Jaguars is in a bad game. It's like I think Buffalo got pretty lucky too. And then everybody else, you had 4 Bills receivers all go over 40 yards. Yeah, it was outstanding game. Outstanding game. Yeah.
It wasn't even close. I thought everyone thought the Browns just walked away, and then they like forced points in the last minute.
Yeah, outstanding. It was an absolutely outstanding game.
I was stunned, dude. Like, also this is a pattern now, dude. Rams defense. It's not the first time the game would usually like that late in the ball game.
So this game was 40-25 with 4 minutes and 17 seconds left. What happened during that 4 minutes and 17 seconds is a very interesting thing. Because, yeah, well, we had Josh Allen pretty much drive down the field in less than 30 seconds. And then on the next drive, you had Derrick Henry fumble the ball. And that led to another score. And then the Ravens, for whatever reason, just can't close games out. And they let Tyler Bass back on. They let Matt Prater, the ageless wonder Matt Prater, on the field, game-winning field goal. I just want to say that, look, they had Baltimore had 169 yards rushing with Derrick Henry, and they thought, well, why don't we just keep running it? Let's keep doing it. Look, I don't know how the hell Derrick Henry fumbled that football that late into the game, because that's completely un-Derrick Henry-like, and he was balling out that whole game. So I have no idea what happened outside of the fact that Ed Oliver for the Buffalo Bills, I think he's finally starting to live up to his draft type because he had himself a game. Outside of the rushing attack, like when he was rushing the passer, or getting into the backfield, he played great. I think he's the 8th pick. Yeah, he's drafted like 8th pick, like forever ago. I can't remember what draft he was playing. It was he was drafted in. He's just, yeah. Look, Lamar only had 19 passes. It's so crazy. It's like I think that he should have checked out and runs a little bit more. I think he probably should actually pass it a little bit more because they would have got the clock running and they would have been deeper into Buffalo territory. The hidden hand in this game, Buffalo's field position was outstanding. Buffalo just kept winning the field position game over and over again against the Ravens. Because like, look, if you give Josh Allen half of the field, it's like, okay, great, well he could do it. Like I'm thinking that's going to be the big hidden hand this season for the NFL is field position. 100% is going to be field position because I mean obviously it's a hidden hand in most years, but now that the average starting field position is going to be at like the 40, like if you're driving down the field, like you have to, like 40, the 40-yard line is crazy. There's gonna be a lot more scoring. Yeah, look, if you're an offense, you gotta win the game, dude. Like Baltimore had no reason to not win this game. Buffalo was plus 4,000 to win that game at 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Plus 4,000. Yeah, if you for some reason had big balls and decided that the Bills are gonna win this game anyway, like kudos to you, man. No team ever has done that. That literally was history. No team has ever done that before. Come back from 15 points down in the fourth quarter, or with 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Because usually teams are waving the white flag at that point. They know it's over. But not for the Bills. Let's go back to the Bills though. Dude, Buffalo looked great, but man, did they get lucky, dude. They might be the team of destiny this year because that Keon Coleman touchdown was pure luck. I'm sorry, that was complete fluke.
They struggled. They struggled the first half of the game. They were struggling.
Oh, Baltimore looked way better. Baltimore looked better the entire game except for the last 4 minutes. Which I'm just gonna say this right now for Baltimore. let's when Derrick Henry is running the football that well, maybe tell him to slide a little bit.
Yeah.
Because it's like, dude, what's the point of him scoring a touchdown if they have Josh Allen on the other side that's just going to score quickly anyway? I mean, obviously the breakaway rushing touchdowns, the 70-yard TDs are amazing. Don't get me wrong, I love watching those. Tell him to go down at like the 2. Like, he had 1,200 yards as a high school running back. He had 3,000 yards a year as a high schooler. He's just gonna be a bust, yeah, or whatever, man. Like, come on, that's crazy. Yeah, dumbest coming all. Yeah, well, I mean, both running. I mean, Chris McCaffrey and Derrick Henry both ended up being really great.
I don't know where I said I think those are going to be good. Not really.
Going back in time, I just don't. Yeah. Oh my God, I'm so happy they drafted Pat Surtain. Anyway, all right, history's history, but look, I still think Baltimore's still a squad. I'll have to say, those two teams are. We might have just watched the AFC Championship game early.
I was just about to say that. Yeah, I think
The Chiefs just don't look that good, man. They just don't look that inspiring. Especially when we don't have a running back that goes over 25 yards and Mahomes your leading rusher. I'm sorry, you're what are you supposed to do?
There are two defining losses in the Chiefs. The first one was the Bucs, Tom Brady's Bucs. The second one was last week, the Eagles. And then you'll watch the game and we're like, oh, you can't beat these guys.
Yeah, and you really have.
You gotta see what happens next week because they play the Eagles next week.
Both these teams have the talent. It's just now, a team's good when you've ascended to narrative instead of like, oh, okay, the players on the field are going to make all the difference. It's like, no, when it's Baltimore versus Buffalo, dude, it's just this narratives. That's all it is. It's not players or anything like that. You just have to try and win. All right, last and finally, we have Monday Night Football. We have the Minnesota Vikings stunning the Chicago Bears at home with 27-24. I was watching this game thinking the Vikings were cooked. I thought the Vikings were. I thought J.J. McCarthy looked horrible. I thought he looked terrible. Yeah, he had a. Yeah, and then for whatever reason, start of the fourth quarter.
Is there somebody watching X? Because you see everybody making fun of J.J. McCarthy and Gabe Pitt, and they're making fun of Caleb Williams.
Yeah. Hopping on Twitter during football is great because, man, people are so reactionary on Twitter. It's like, just give him a second. Like, give him a second. Like, let him figure it out really quick. Okay, come on now. Yeah.
March Manning. Everybody remember March Manning like his first game.
Dude, he immediately just gave up on Orange. Like, this guy's ass. Like, he played the national champions at their place, and he lost by 7 points. And we're acting like that was like, what the fuck is wrong with people, man? Like, calm down. You wanna know why? I think people have a shit ton of bets on the hype, and then when the hype doesn't pay off, they're like, "Fuck, this guy's shit." It's like, I hate this guy. It's like,
I agree with that. Like,
bro, you're the one feeding the narrative, man. Like, literally, don't ever feed the narrative. That's what I learned. Okay, so this game, yeah. How this plays into Minnesota and Chicago. I was seeing on Twitter that J.J. McCarthy couldn't throw a football 2 yards down the field, and like people putting like a bob on in his mouth. It's crazy. They call him Babyface Carthy. Oh my God.
I saw people editing like Shane Gillis and J.J. McCarthy.
Yeah, every time it's Shane Gillis gets placed in there. Yeah, oh, dude. All right, anyway, it's the game. Minnesota. Okay, I'll say this. Ben Johnson's offense. It is not built for an improvisational quarterback like Caleb Williams. It is just not. This offense is designed for robots. It's not designed. It's designed for Goff. It's designed for Brady. It's designed for a player like that. It's not designed for I'm gonna run 15 yards around the field and try and get the second play going. It's like,
what was the issue with Caleb coming out of college?
gonna read defenses.
Yeah, too much improvisation. He said there was I forgot, but he was pretty. I
Yeah. First 15, the first drive, look good. Like he looked good the first drive. Late in the game, we were starting to see the Ben Johnson I'm not gonna lie, Ben Johnson's goal line plays are absolutely top tier. Like the goal line calls are just insane for Ben Johnson. That Romadunze touchdown where like he literally just leaked out to the back of the end zone and nobody was covering him. It's like, oh, that was a work of art. That was insane. But I think Ben Johnson might be just the coordinator though. I'm not gonna lie. I was just looking at him on the sidelines and he's just like, it's like, bro, show some emotion. Kevin O'Connell was like, come on, like he had energy. That, yeah, I'm a big fan of Kevin O'Connell. That guy is crazy. He's a crazy head coach. He's like, he absolutely, he just knows what to do. I don't know why. He just knows what to do. Yes. Yeah, I know, dude. Like, he was playing like ass for most of the game. And then the fourth quarter, he had 3 touchdowns. It just turned it on. That is the most wild thing I've ever seen. Like, I've never seen a rookie quarterback essentially get that shellacked.
I saw this score. I didn't get the one from I saw the score. I'm like, oh, I just got this. And I turned it back on. It's like, what the heck? The Vikings are up.
Yeah. Brian Flores' defense is still outstanding. Like,
Yeah.
Vikings are gonna be hard to beat. Vikings are tough out. Their special their special teams is good. Yeah, JJ McCarthy, like, dude, kudos, hats off to him, man. He really played well at the end of the game, and just again, I'm out of Caleb Williams, dude. Like he just can't finish these games. Like, for whatever reason, like this is a problem last year. Like they had the 58 seconds against the Lions. They could have drove down and scored a touchdown, and they just blew the whole time. It's like, what are you doing, man?
When I said Dave Taylor was going to go first, it started
So I'm like, it's really solid. Yeah, that's looking like a really solid. Well, would Jane Daniels be the same on the Bears? I don't know. It could just be the Bears. Yeah, and also I saw this article today. The Bears didn't look up anybody else. They didn't look up any other tape for any other quarterback in that draft outside of Caleb Williams. Which is like, you mean to tell me you didn't look up the Heisman Trophy winner that year? Like, did you not see how insane Jane Daniels' season was at LSU? Like, he was insane. No, Jane Daniels knew how to read a defense. Like, that was the thing with Jane Daniels. Like, oh, he actually knows what to do with the football. Like, and you clearly saw it. You clearly saw it immediately. That helps a lot, sure, but okay, you could also make the right read. You could also like throw the ball deep and know where to put the ball. And there's a difference between understanding the defense and playing football well. Like, Caleb Williams can play football well. You can't read the defense. That was so crazy to me that they blew that lead. 17-6 should have been. Like, the Vikings look dead. Yeah, Vikings look dead. They look dead. I mean, look, I took Vikings -1.5, so I was a little thankful that they ended up winning that game because I put all the chips in the table. I'm like, all right, here we go. I like Kevin O'Connell. Like, he's got this. As it turns out, trust was well placed because Kevin O'Connell's still looking like coach of the year, man. Like, that win was all coaching, and just JJ McCarthy just not completely. I don't know how the hell he rose to the occasion and came back. Yeah. Well, he wasn't ever but he was. Okay, he was never like a huge volume passer though. He was mostly just a rushing attack. Which I will. I'll start talking about the rushing attack for the Vikings rushing attack with Jordan Mason actually looks very confident. Like Jordan Mason is a good back. I'm very impressed with them. I think they need to give them the ball as much as possible. Yeah, I know, right? That's weird that they and then they traded for Brian Robinson. It's like you had Brian Robinson on your bench. Like, Jordan Mason was. I argue Jordan Mason's better. I think he's faster. Yeah.
Them two guys got shot. Two guys shot when
Right. Yeah, they have two guys that get shot. That's crazy. Yeah, the Bears just look like they're primed for fourth place again. It's just they look like they're a fourth place team.
I don't like watching the Bears. I don't like watching Bear fans.
I,
Like, as a Chargers fan, I'm always miserable. It's nice to see some.
I was a huge fan of Caleb Williams going into the league because I thought, oh, okay, like this guy, he looks like Mahomes. He throws the ball like Mahomes. Dude, the swag that he had on last night, that gross gray Nike shirt he was wearing underneath all his stuff, that just is indicative of the Bears. They're just a great value football team, man. What was that? Like, just seriously, what was that? That was like one of the worst losses I've ever seen. It's like you're up 17-6 against a rookie quarterback, and the rookie has 3 touchdowns in the fourth and beats you.
I just love everything putting Caleb Williams after the game, basically saying, like, distracted by those male cheerleaders for the Vikings.
He had to redo his nails at halftime. I saw that one. Like, what the fuck are we doing here, man? What are we doing here? No, play it within the system. Play within. Dude, you can tell Ben Johnson was getting pissed off during the game because it's like, dude, I'm scheming these guys wide open against Ryan Flores' defense, and he's just not throwing the ball there. There was this one, where there was like, oh yeah, or I don't know. Is does their O-line suck, or is Vikings pass rush that good? I think Vikings pass rush is that good, but man. Caleb Williams is also not reading the field. Like they called him Brian Flores called him mid blitz. I think like midway through the third quarter, and like they had this receiver that was just streaking down the middle of the field like nobody was covering him, and Caleb Williams decides, oh, you know what? I'm gonna throw it to Roman Dunze at the sideline for 2 yards. It's like, the hell are you doing, bro? Like, he's playing hero ball. He's putting on his little Superman cape. And it's like, okay, dude, yeah, bro, yeah, you don't need to because the guy on the sideline is scheming up plays to beat these defenses, and he's just not doing it. Dude, yeah, and there was that one that at the end of the game, so like they were driving down the field, he threw that amazing pass to Cole Kmet, which is like that's the craziest thing is like Caleb Williams has that in him, like he has those Josh Allen type throws. Or his off-platform is a perfect ball, and then the second throw of that drive when he completely overshoots DJ Moore for a touchdown. It's like okay, like dude, you're supposed to be this generational talent, and the ball placement is terrible. Well, there was another play where it's 3rd and 1, and then Roman Dunze was he did like a 4-yard like hitch like behind the line of scrimmage. Caleb Williams throws it like. Okay, so if this is Roman Dunze, right? You're supposed to put the ball here so that way he goes forward for like a yard. He put the ball like right here, so Roman Dunze had to like go down like and catch it like right over here. It's like, dude, that play is dead. Like you just killed that play because of the ball placement. Dude, she just said you didn't watch any of it. What are you talking about? Oh, I turned it off. Oh, it's such a great game, but I didn't watch any of it. Well, I watched the whole game, and I'll tell you what, I'm out on Caleb Williams. I'm sorry, I'm out. I cannot handle when players just put that one play where he threw it behind the line of scrimmage for the screen pass, and he threw it like way behind him. It's like, I'm out. Like, you can't win that way. Like when the gimme plays become negative, I'm sorry, I'm out. Like you're poisoning yourself. Anyway, Vikings are still gonna be a tough out. JJ McCarthy looked good. He looked terrible up until the fourth quarter. In the fourth quarter, he had 3 touchdowns. It's like, yeah, that's all you need to know. He's a winner. He was 66-3 in his entire career, college and high school, as a starting quarterback. Went to IMG, dude. Like, that's all you gotta know. Alright.
I guess that wraps up the slate.
Yeah, that wraps up our slate for week 1 of the NFL season. We will see you guys soon for our week 2 predictions. And, you know, maybe catch up on a few storylines.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Alright, everybody. Well, yeah, football is back, man. You look forward to your weekends now, dude. It's great.
Yeah, it's awesome, man.
Alright, everybody. Talk to you later.
Better.
Wait. Oh, we should have a better outro than that. Everybody, that's week 1 of the West. Yeah. Alright, fellas. Alright, everybody. That's week 1 of the Westcast of the. Oh my God. Okay, that's bad too. Everybody, that's week 1 of the NFL season. We'll see you next week for our week 2 predictions. I know. Wait, not next week. Fuck it. Alright. We're ending the video.